How's it going, guys? My name's Nick. Nobody is really thinking about you. In fact, you probably barely cross their minds. And that's a good thing. I have many embarrassing stories, way too many to count. I could talk about the time when I was in second grade and looked up how to tell if a girl likes you, and my mom found it, and I was super embarrassed. I could talk about the time when I was young, I was insulting this girl, and then my friends called me out, called me like an idiot, like a stupid head in front of everybody. And maybe it was a good thing I was embarrassed in that time. I could talk about my freshman year of high school when I first ever tried to get a girl's number, and then I tripped up on my words, I stumbled, and then without saying anything, just walked away. And then that's not the only embarrassing thing. And then the next day I went back and said, whoa, let me restart. And then tripped up on my words again and walked away. These are all embarrassing stories, but the point of all of them is this. My mom doesn't even remember me doing that. That girl who I insulted, or all my friends from that elementary school, they don't even remember me probably. And that girl freshman year I tried to get her number, I don't even remember what she looks like. People only care about themselves. They're not thinking about you, and they don't remember anything you did. And there's freedom in that actually, because it gives you the freedom to do whatever you want. Any dream, you can go chase it. Anything you want, you can do. If you don't believe me, let's run a quick experiment. Think of the person who's closest to you in your life. It could be your dad, your mom, your best friend, your brother, your sister, your close cousin. Think of that person. Now, think of just one time they did something embarrassing. Maybe you have a good memory and you can think of one, but you definitely can't think of two. That's freeing because even you, thinking about the person closest to you, you can't even think of any embarrassing moments they did. And if you can barely think of the embarrassing things that person closest to you did, why the hell do you think random people who don't know you that well, are gonna remember what you did? When you have an embarrassing moment, people may notice you in that moment. They may think of you. They may even think down of you. But as soon as 5 minutes has passed after that moment, they're not thinking of you. They're thinking about their lunch. They're thinking about the TV show. They're scrolling Instagram. Think of it like this. Okay, if people's attentions are so drained right now, people scroll on Instagram for 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day. If people's attentions are that messed up, why the hell do you think they'd put attention on you and your embarrassing moments? In fact, I would argue it's almost kind of self-centered to think that everybody's thinking about you, about your embarrassing moments. And it's actually all in our minds. When we do something embarrassing and we think other people are thinking about us, that's because we are thinking about ourselves in our own mind. Stress, worry, and anxiety all fills our brain. Think about this, okay? Maybe you're feeling embarrassed. Maybe you're feeling worried about what other people are thinking right now. But tell me this. Think of the last time you felt like this. Maybe you can, but most likely you literally can't. Most people can't even remember the last time they themselves did something embarrassing. So how is a random person gonna think of the last time you did something embarrassing? They're just gonna forget immediately because you're not the center of their world. They are the center of their own world. Maybe you're about to go out with friends and while you're on the way there, you notice a stain on your shirt. Maybe something's off about your hair. Maybe you accidentally wore the same outfit that you did 2 weeks ago. Each of these examples are just worries that are in your own mind. When you see your friends, when you see and meet other people, they don't even notice that stain on your shirt. They don't have any previous perspective on whether or not this is a bad hair day. They're not keeping track of what outfit you're wearing, so they don't really care about that either. They're worried about what's happening in their own lives. They're having the same worries you are. And let's say something crazy happens. Maybe you show up and that person does notice that stain, does notice your messy hair, does notice you're wearing the same outfit. They noticed that embarrassing thing you did about your appearance. They noticed. Guess what's gonna happen when you go back to your house and they go back to their house? They're not gonna think about you. They forget immediately. You're not taking up any space inside their mind. Maybe in that split second when they saw you, but other than that, they're not thinking about you. So why are you worried, embarrassed, have anxiety about what this other person is thinking about you when that's all in your head? That's all imaginary. They're not even thinking about you. In fact, they probably forgot 2 minutes after seeing you leave. I used to do magic in high school. I was that guy who would whip out the deck of cards, do a magic trick, watching tons of David Blaine videos, all that street magic vibes, okay? Now, looking back at it, some people may think that's cringe. Some people may think whatever they want. Me? That doesn't even cross my mind because people from my high school probably don't even remember me. they're not even thinking of me. And if there's an off chance that they are, they don't probably even remember that I did magic. So your quote unquote cringe moments, nobody's even thinking about them, only you are. And there's freedom in that. There's freedom in being unnoticed. And I'm not saying that you are not notable. I'm not saying that nobody knows you, nobody remembers you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that nobody remembers anybody. They're only thinking about themselves. So you can take the pressure off yourself because nobody is really watching you and you don't have to be perfect. I have this little camera right here and I was in Europe with it. I took it around, whipped it out, filmed random things that I saw that were interesting. And yes, this is a pink camera. I'm a dude and this is a pink camera. When I was traveling with my brother, even he would get embarrassed for himself that I was whipping this out and recording shit. But I would still never feel embarrassed because now I look back at these photos and I'm grateful that I took them. And anybody who thought down of me or ridiculed me for using this thing while I was there, they don't even remember me probably. They're just random people I met. And if they're close friends and I used it often, they don't even remember the times I actually used it. Maybe they remember that I had it, but they don't remember the specific times. Basically what I'm trying to say is me using this could be seen as something that's embarrassing. But by not even processing that and realizing that nobody's thinking that, it's only me, I can take the pressure off myself of not having to worry because I'm the only one who remembers it. Guys, stop worrying about what those other people are thinking. They're not thinking about you. You need to start thinking about what you want to do. So guys, do whatever you want. Nobody's watching you and nobody's caring what you did. You yourself probably won't even remember or think about the embarrassing moments you had. People only care about themselves, and that's not just other people. We ourselves only care about ourselves. You're the only one that's thinking or caring about yourself. And if you think other people are thinking about you, they're not, because they are thinking about themselves just like you are. All right, guys, that's it. Peace and love. Ciao.